Hello, we're Nerds of the West. Today we're teaching you how to play a classic board game. This is Goosebumps Terror in the Graveyard. We're going to smash through this as quickly as we can because it is a old board game. There are not mechanics here. Reese, you crow. What are you doing in this game? How do we win?
So we are roaming around the graveyard trying to defeat the headless ghost. We do that by moving around the board, trying to find a magic ring, which is one of these lovely cards Tom's about to pull out. Once we have the magic ring, we want to make our way to the very end of the board and then fight the ghost by dropping the skull down the end of the board.
But you don't want to trigger it because I don't know how to
and ejecting the ghost from his mausoleum, his crypt, his perch.
His haunt.
Yes, his haunt.
But also by being the last person standing.
Oh, there is an alternate win condition where if all the other players are eliminated from the game, you just automatically win. You get eliminated by falling into the crypts, and then you are gone. So that is what we're doing.
Remember
Tom,
when we said we're going to do this really quickly?
This is scuffed. How do we do that, Tom?
How do we do this? Every single turn, you start by rolling these two dice. You have the black dice that corresponds to the crypts and the red dice that corresponds to how many spaces you're going to move. When you roll the black dice, you then move the crypt that you have rolled. There is a goblin crypt, a wolf crypt, and a mummy crypt. I don't know if those are the actual names. That's just how they look.
Monster crypt.
It looks like a goblin.
Yeah.
You move that. I've rolled the wolf crypt, so I can move this way. As you might notice, when you move the crypt, the board moves as well, revealing more spaces and more fun things to happen. You can knock other people into the holes and kill them by doing that. And then you have to move the number of spaces that you roll. And by that, I mean you have to move the full number. If you roll a 3, you move 1, 2, 3 spaces, getting any bonuses from spaces that you land on. However, you don't have to move. If you are going to land on a bad space, you can choose not to move. Right?
That's great English, Tom.
Words.
First of all, have to is not a word.
have to. Anyway, Jimmy, there's a bunch of spaces we might land on. What have we got going on?
You got 6 different spaces. You've got the plain grass spaces that do nothing for us. You got the arrow space that will immediately move you to the corresponding colored danger.
Pebble space onto the pebble danger space.
That's the one. You got the skeletal hand that holds you in place. That token can't move till the board changes. You got the magic potion space. When you become a monster, that cures you of being a monster. And you got the Goosebumps cards, which draw cards that let you turn people into monsters. There we go. Smoothest run, boys.
I believe you cannot.
I have a question.
I believe you cannot win the game if you're a monster.
Okay, I was going to be like, what does being a monster mean?
We're going to find out later.
You cannot win the game if you're a monster. You cannot kill a ghost because you're a monster. Worth noting, one side little note, you have to move orthogonally. In spaces such as this, you cannot move diagonally. So when counting spaces, that is what matters. Once you have found a ring, you want to make your way as fast as you can over here and to the exit where you show everyone your magical ring and attempt to kill the ghost. We're going to play this because we decided this is what we wanted to do with our Saturdays during October. If you want to see that or any of the other dumb games we're going to play, come and join us. Twitch.tv or youtube.com/nerdsofthewest.